Hey guys, see if we can do a little bit better than we did in that last draft. Underwhelming pack with Silent Departure here. There's really no green card. Somebody to my left will think Gutter Grime is a good green card and gone to green probably. It's a decent depth in blue, but nothing super premium. Like Moon Heron is fine, but it's no Assault Griffin. Yeah, my guess is like somebody to my left takes a blue card pretty soon, and the guard and the bat will go. Not passing much green though. Good grief. This pack is obviously much stronger. Test Subject is a good dude. Silent Departure is obviously insane. Vulcanwrath Noble is obviously insane. I think we can eliminate everything else. I have played with Test Subject twice, I think. I really have no idea how to evaluate him here. I know that Vulcanwrath Noble is insane, but he can take a little bit of work to get going. Maybe I just want another Silent Departure. I'm just gonna take another Silent Departure. I don't want to commit to blue-black for Noble when it's not that much better than... God. I changed my mind. I'm taking Test Subject. Test Subject just blows up the world. I don't know. I may immediately end up regretting that. I could just take Into the Maw of Hell and play a super dirtily sorted deck. Lose to Invisible Stalker again. I could take Dark Thicket Wolf, would be fine. It's the safe pick, I think. I could also take like Chapelgeist or something and just try to be blue-white. Try to draft a normal deck. Have I passed much white? Not really. Well, then maybe the third pick, Dark Thicket Wolf, just means I'm meant to be green. I think I'm going to take the Chapelgeist. I have a very good start on a blue-white deck. What? Like, what? This pack must have been unreal. Jesus Christ. There are 3 amazing blue cards still in it. Moon Heron. Okay, Moon Heron's not amazing, but Murder and Undead Alchemist, like, I'm not even sure that Murder is the pick here. Undead Alchemist is just very, very good. I'm gonna take Murder, I think. Undead Alchemist is very, very good, but Murder has to be better. Although, like, it's really tempting. With this long left in the draft, you can do some pretty sick things to build around Undead Alchemist. I'm not gonna do it. Can't bring myself to. So I think in this deck I want Silverchase Fox over Deranged Assistant. Although maybe I should just take the Assistant. Like, in the ideal form of this deck, I would rather have a Deranged Assistant. Or I would rather have a Silverchase Fox. I'd ideally just like to be blue-white aggro, beating face in, but maybe take the Deranged Assistant. Thinking about it some more, it's okay to abandon the Chapelgeist here and just play one of the weird control decks again. This pack has no cards in it somehow, so I'll take Curiosity. Lantern Spirit or Shimmering Grotto. I think I saw a Shimmering Grotto earlier in a strong pack, so I think I'll take Lantern Spirit here, especially since there are a ton of packs cards left for me to get a Battleground Geist out of. Although I love me a Shimmering Grotto. It's true. Let's just take Lantern Spirit. I don't know. I haven't seen much reason to want to go into Infinity Colors. Double Burning Vengeance. Still not exciting though. Moon Heron, 8th pick, pretty happy. Okay, there's a Spectral Flight came back to me, fine with that. Could take like Rotting Fen Snake over or something, but I think just sticking with Infinity blue cards is good for now. Goliath tabled. Yeah, I'll take the Goliath. Spare from Evil tabled. There's also a Traveler's Amulet or a Caravan Vigil. And Lumberknot came all the way around. I think I would like the Traveler's Amulet because I probably want multiple splashes in this deck. I'm gonna take the Spare from Evil. Regret my decision. Okay, so I've failed to pick up any fixing. I do, on the other hand, have like 12 cards towards a very good 2-color deck, so... Well, not quite. Maybe 10 cards. Maybe 9 cards to range the system probably doesn't count either. Curve looks a lot better than it is because... the 4 cards I don't really want to play are all 1s and 2s. Or 3 of the cards I don't want to play, or something like that. Fiend Hunter. Yeah, seems fine. I think I'll just be blue-white, straight up. Not taking Fiend Hunter here would mean taking Makeshift Mauler, pretty much. That's just not that appealing. Comparatively, it is unappealing, certainly. 2 of you. I'll take 2 of you. I don't have any way to really make Murder of Crows insane just yet. I've only got 1 flashback spell, and yeah, so I would like to fix that. I'd love to table that Occultist. Love me an Occultist. If not the Occultist, I wouldn't mind just settling for the Selfless Cathar. Getting a 1-drop would be quite beneficial for me, probably. I'm going to take Occultist here. Sweet. Really don't have any way to exploit it, but we can work something out, maybe. And it's just a 2/3 blocker. Smite the Monstrous is an option too. I think I'd rather have Occultist. I'm gonna hope that if we get to a point where creatures with 4 or more power are relevant, I'm gonna have better ones than they do. Abyssinian Priest is a great card to pick up. Like it more than Fortress Crab for sure. Although they do sort of fulfill the same role. It's worth noticing. Take the Shimmering Grotto, I think. I could take Drown Yard, and that would get me like... I would need like 3 other cards, and then my Occultists could start getting really scary, but one of the other cards I would need is Shimmering Grotto, so why not just take the Shimmering Grotto? With the Shimmering Grotto in the pile, Forbidden Alchemy gets a little bit better. I do need to find some stuff to really exploit these cards with. I could also just take the Elder Cathar, but I think I'm gonna try to play better creatures than that. Might be irresponsible. Got there. Oh yeah, we're absolutely taking this and playing it. I've been like hoping to get one of those for quite a while. So we need another Shimmering Grotto, but it just means that we have a late game win now, whereas before we did not. And so our deck, you know, it becomes a lot better. Delver of Secrets and Spider spawning in the same deck. I have like 1, 2, 3 instants or sorceries right now, maybe 4 with the Spare from Evil. I could take an Armor Scab or a Mulch instead. I can't really take a Mulch, so I guess I could take an Armored Scab instead. Oh, but I like Delver so much. This one's foil even. Delver, Delver, Delver. I'm gonna take Delver. I'm a crazy man. God, I get an entire another pack to make this deck actually good. Like, if there were 6 picks left in pack 3, I would be feeling pretty mediocre about my deck. But not like terrified, like I would feel like I could get to enough playables. Turns out I have an entire pack left to do all sorts of fun things though, so things I can do are fix the mana a lot better, get it so I can actually play that Desperate Ravings and play Delver. Get some better 2s and 3s would be nice. Cultist did not table, which distresses me, but what am I gonna do? I might be okay with somebody playing the Open World Mystics. I'm just gonna rare draft. I have a Silent Departure at least, and one Delver that may make the cut, I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think in this deck we need 7 or 8 for Delver. Sweet. That guy will probably make the cut. Oh, I just feel like I'm playing a constructed deck. It sucks that these guys are double white. They may not even make the cut, honestly. The deck's sort of moving away from just blue-white into base blue, multiple splashes. Which you can sort of do when Shimmering Grotto is your fixing. What my opponents are up to. My internet is working. At least my connection to non-Magic Online internet is working. Nope. Purify the Grave or Curse of the Pierced Heart. Let's take the Curse. I'm always looking for a spot where I can board in Curse of the Pierced Heart and have it be good. Okay, so got a little bit of late game power going on. I like it. I don't know what else to say. I'm probably not gonna have Delver make the cut, because with Moorland Haunt and Spider spawning, you start to get to a point where you just want to play lots of creatures. Actually, Spider spawning might not make the cut now that I have a Moorland Haunt. What else is going on here? Probably not getting back anything really great. Yeah, probably not getting back anything that will make the cut, which is too bad, but we'll manage. We will survive with just a Moorland Haunt out of this pack. Best card in this pack might be Fortress Crab. Just as far as my deck is concerned. Well, Moment of Heroism is maybe better. Fortress Crab is like such a good body though. I could also take Chapelgeist and be back in the blue-white mindset. I really think that Fortress Crab saves you a lot more life than something like Sensory Deprivation. And yeah, Lab Maniac, I think that's just too gimmicky. Right? Maybe I can table it? I don't know. It is a 2/2 for 3. I'm gonna take Lab Maniac. Let's have some fun. Some foon, as they say. Let's take a Grasp of Phantoms over Shimmering Grotto. Poor Shimmering Grotto. On the bright side, decent chance I get back something out of these 4 cards, all of which I'd be very happy to put in my deck. Or 5 cards, I guess, counting the Shimmering Grotto. I just sort of felt it was a foregone conclusion that that would be gone, I guess. I really hope I get back something out of those cards. It seems like blue is open enough, especially from the left, or the right, when they're passing left, especially. It seems like I'm getting, you know, Murder of Crows 4th pick, or whatever happened. Yeah, I really would have liked the second Shimmering Grotto. Well, I guess the draft is continuing. Not missing it just yet. So we could play Memory's Journey. Think Twice. I guess I can draft the Think Twice now and then table the Memory's Journey. I'm not interested in Claustrophobia. No thanks. Not a creature, instant or sorcery. And bad as the game goes long. IMO, so... yeah, let's take a Think Twice and table a Memory's Journey. Makes my, like, Forbidden Alchemy better, my Deranged Assistant better, makes my Murder of Crows better. I don't know, it may not actually make the cut, Memory's Journey, but we'll see, I suppose. There's another Occultist, and it's going to be my pick, now that I'm a little more interested in this self-milling stuff going on. Selfless Cathar wouldn't be a bad addition to the deck, but I think I'm going for something a little bit more powerful, and Occultist will be a little bit better. Bellringer, Feeling of Dread, Fortress Crab. So decisions. I don't really know how much white mana I'm going to have access to. But Bellringer, I think, is a good card to have in a deck that's planning to go late. And a deck that can have mana up. Is that my deck? I have a Think Twice and a Forbidden Alchemy. No counter spells. It is a creature. Its body is worse than Fortress Crab's. I'm gonna take it. It would have been so good in my last draft that I'm, like, probably being influenced by my memory of that. We're at a point now where I already have a very good deck drafted, so I would take Shimmering Grotto over either of these, definitely, but between Makeshift Mauler and Feeling of Dread, like, I don't know. Probably the Mauler, because I'm having a little bit of trouble stalling the ground, perhaps. He's just a big body. I should be able to get him into play. Sweet. That was my last possible chance to pick up a Stitcher's Apprentice in this draft, and we got there. Some white cards came back. I guess Thraven Sentry over Abbey Griffin. The flyers should get taken care of by Double Murder, Moon Heron, Spider Spawning, and Moorland Haunt, so probably just take the better creature. A little bit worried about big things on the ground. Nobody wants travel preparations this draft. That's interesting. Well, yeah, I am among those people who don't want it. I'm going to take Fortress Crab. Hate draft Night Terrors. Pick up that Memory's Journey. Let's take an Urgent Exorcism. Could come in out of the board. And we have a number of cards, which may or may not end up being put together to form a deck. I don't know that I'm actually gonna end up playing the spider spawning here. With only one grotto and so much blind mill, 2 occultists. I don't have that much blind mill. 2 occultists, murder isn't blind mill. Deranged assistant. Yeah, double occultist and deranged assistant. I think that's too much. I think I'm just going to... I'll play the Shimmering Grotto for flashback on Forbidden Alchemy, which probably still makes the cut, but I think I'm mostly just blue-white here. Let's see... I didn't pick up any Civilized Scholars or anything, so I don't have much interest in putting Spectral Flight in the deck. I don't have that many creatures with high power to begin with, so... it's just not that likely to be really great ever. It's 19 cards. Bam! Okay. I don't have any counter spells. That sort of sucks. Let's see if this Delver is actually good, even remotely. Nope. How about a Chapelgeist? Yeah, it seems like an okay deck. I actually ended up with 19 creatures to go with my Moorland Haunt. It may be enough creatures for a Spare from Evil. Don't really see why not. I think I'll board in Spare from Evil. It's going to be a relevant combat trick against some decks, but a lot of the time it's just going to be fairly irrelevant, I think. So I have very little that my self-mill is actually doing for me. It's like turning on Scab Goliath and Makeshift Mauler and Moorland Haunt and Shimmering Grotto and maybe Lab Maniac. I'm not gonna bother playing Memory's Journey for the Lab Maniac. I think he's just... I don't know, he's probably not actually worth playing, but if he is worth playing at all, he's certainly not worth playing a Memory's Journey for here, I don't think. I have a Moorland Haunt, a Shimmering Grotto for my Forbidden Alchemy, and because all my white spells are 2 white, well, not all of them, but some of them, I'm going to play 6 planes plus a Shimmering Grotto gives me 7 white sources. Chapelgeist and Fiend Hunter probably won't be getting cast on turn 3 very often, but they'll come down eventually. Let's just take a look at my real curve, ignoring the instants. Yeah, it looks fine. It's slow, definitely, but it might be an 18 land deck. I do have a Think Twice, a Deranged Assistant, and a Forbidden Alchemy, so I think I can get away with 17. Alright. Yeah. Interesting deck. See how it fares in round 1.